this is Jackie here with thecuttingedgeculture.com. I'm here with Brian Keefe from Yellowcard.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. The band has been on sort of a hiatus, I'll call it that, since 2008. What have you done in that time?
I moved back east from Los Angeles to Athens, Georgia. I have some family there, and it's like 5 or 6 hours away from my parents' hometown. Like, I really used the time just to kind of focus on that and be off the road and out of the studio and just spending time with my family. And, I was still writing a lot of songs. I was working with Sean O'Donnell, who's our new bass player. We've been friends for a long time, longer than I'd like to say. And so his band broke up, and we were going on break, and the future of Yellowcard was pretty uncertain at the beginning, so we decided to start working together. So still writing a lot of music and just kind of taking it easy.
So you'd say it was time well spent?
For me, it definitely was. You know, I mean, everyone kind of did different things while we were away, but I really needed it. You know, I've definitely been able to come back to the band a lot more focused and refreshed, and kind of like a whole different perspective on why I do it and what's important about it, you know, than it was before.
Any part of that break serve as a particular inspiration to your new album?
Go ahead. Sorry. LP's going to get a new phone. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was really, you know, I mean, I think that the whole process of stepping away from it and having some time to actually learn about yourself and, you know, where your head's at as an adult, it's like, it's kind of an experience, you know, and so when it came time to write the record, I mean, that was sort of definitely what I was pulling from, was what it was like to be away, and kind of what I mentioned about how it feels to come back to it with a sort of different perspective on things, and I think it was definitely a driving force behind the record for sure.
Is it true that the title for the album came from a text message?
Is that already getting around? Yes, unfortunately. but it's completely unrelated to the text message.
Can you explain a little? Oh, okay.
Like, it was, I was a text message that I sent to, okay, you know, if you're in a conversation via text, which I hate, I could live my life without a cell phone. I really could. I don't care to have it. Like, the whole thing bums me out. Don't have a Facebook page. I refuse to subscribe to that. I'm sorry. No hating on people that have them, but
you're not missing out.
So it's a little unfortunate to talk about that it came from a text message for me. But you know, when maybe you don't know, but if you're having a text message with someone that you're trying to get to go out with you, or that type of thing, and then you'll go back and look at the conversation, or be like staring at it for an hour going, should I write another one or not? And I remember going back to this conversation, and it had the line, when you're through thinking, say yes, in it. And for me, it just was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool, and it might become a lyric or something completely unrelated to the actual experience of texting it. So that's just where I got the line from. But when I brought it to the guys in the band about the idea of it possibly being a title, I think everyone felt like the line itself was really descriptive of where we are as a band and where we hope to go with it from here out.
That was going to be my guess of where it came from, but all goes back to women.
Hey, you know.
It's good to know that we're not the only ones that go through that.
Right. What, staring at text messages?
I'm going like, can you just answer the question?
Oh, right, yeah,
Just say yes, move on, like things would be so much easier.
Yeah. She didn't say yes, by the way, but it's okay, I'm way past it. Don't worry about me.
Joke's on her now, isn't it?
Maybe.
There you go. The song, The Sound For You, sounds like it could be an apology. Is it an apology? Is it an apology perhaps to a friend or a bandmate or something?
It's more of kind of a reaching out, I think. I mean, definitely the idea behind the song and the person that it was written for, there was definitely massive mistakes made on both sides of the relationship. And so I wanted to write a song that sort of described how I felt and where I was, but also made the person feel and understand like how they can make you feel too. So, but yeah, it was definitely about a close friend of mine that I had a pretty massive falling out with. Slowly but surely.
They see some clarity
yeah, maybe.
in time. Another song off the album that I really enjoy is With You Around. The chorus refers to listening to a Saves the Day record. Did you write the chorus first and write the lyrics around it? Because
no.
It sounds very much like that's the core of the song.
Actually, that song, we probably had 48 hours left in the studio. I mean, and we had 2 days to go, and I could not finish the chorus of that song. We had everything else done for a long time, and I couldn't do it. So for the first time ever in the history of our career, I actually reached out to management, my publisher, and people like that, and said I may need someone to come in and write with me on this, or write a chorus and see if we like it, because I can't. I'm stuck and we're out of time. And so we sent it out to a few people and like a few of the bigger songwriters in LA, and got some stuff back. And the day, I think it was actually, well, it would have been the night before the last day in the studio, I got back to our apartment that we were all staying in LA, and before I went to bed, I had this thing, and I thought, like the Save the Day line, the whole thing kind of came to me, but everyone was asleep. I don't know why that night I came back later than everyone, but I couldn't play it. I couldn't get my guitar out and play it because everyone was asleep. And so I just kind of slept. I was literally slept on. I was like, I'll just, go to sleep and see what happens. And I woke up in the morning and I remember the whole thing, and I picked up a guitar immediately and played it, and it worked, and it was like, and then I had everyone come in the bedroom, and I was like, check this out, do you like it? And everyone was like, like, that's it. So we went to the studio, and I tracked the vocals that day, and then we got like all the submissions from the songwriters that night, and we had to say like, oh, we figured it out. But so it was actually cool that we were able to pull it out at the end. But I don't know, I don't think I've ever done that, gone to sleep with a melody and lyrics and everything, and woken up with it again. Yeah, and I mean, you do that all the time, like come up with stuff or even write stuff before you go to bed, and then you wake up and it's just gone.
Yeah, you're lucky it's done.
It's very Freudian.
It's a good one. Is there a favorite Saves the Day record that provides some good inspiration?
I think my favorite Saves the Day record is probably Stay What You Are, but I think in that song, in our song, I was probably more referencing Through Being Cool. I think if I was to pick a time in my life where I sort of drew that from, I think it would be when that record came out.
The tour is just really getting started. How many days so far?
Yeah, we're only probably 8 or 9.
Okay. Are you intending on playing some stuff maybe from previous albums you haven't played before, or old favorites?
No, we only have a 40-minute set because we're direct support for All Time Low on the tour, so it's kind of like a sort of a greatest hits set. I mean, what's important for these shows for us, and some of our fans have been, they're bummed that we're not playing for longer, or that we're not playing older songs, I mean, when I say older, I mean like oldest of old songs. But what's important for us on this tour is we're getting the chance to play in front of a lot of people who have never seen our band before. They have a lot of younger fans, and while we have a lot of fans coming out too in force, which is amazing, it's really important for us to kind of turn heads on this tour and get new fans on board. So it's best for us to play the songs and sort of create the most energy in the room, which are the songs people know the best, and that's kind of why we built this set.
Looking forward to it. In fact, the last time I think I saw you on stage was at the Wrecker in Towson, and that's going back several years.
Yeah, it's like 8 years, 9 years. I think I saw you guys in Richmond too, and I was down for a football game one time.
It's okay, we edit out all the stuff that makes us remember how old we are.
Yes.
We're old
I turn
too.
25 every year from here out.
So
Since I turned 28, I've been turning 25.
That's it? How
No,
old
no,
are you?
I'm older.